All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight for this very brief and special show. Got some interesting things to discuss here tonight. So stick around for that. Like I said, this show's not going to be too terribly long, probably about 30 to 45 minutes max. I just wanted to come on out here and share my thoughts about this topic that goes beyond the communities that I'm supposedly involved with or involved with me, or a combination of both, however you want to see it. I've seen this behavior amongst adults out here on YouTube over the last 5.5 years that I've been creating on this platform full time, and it just continues to just spiral out of control, and it's just insane. Let's just put it that way. But before we get to that, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it looks like it has. Let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. And it looks like it is. We have 5 people here. Thank you so much for being here. 6 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. My lady and I greatly appreciate it. Please, smash the thumbs up if you're here. Please also share this out on your community tabs. Share it out on social media, wherever you feel that you have an audience of people that would benefit from positive and uplifting personal development type of content, because that's what my lady and I create here. Now, do we have our moments? Sure. Baba Booey. Good evening, Eli. New subscriber here. Baba Booey. Oh, Baba Booey. Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Welcome to the show. There's a 1-minute delay between what I say here and what goes out, just to make you folks aware. Baba Booey, I'm just going to highly assume that you're a troll, but we'll let you stay until you say something preposterous, which is probably coming soon. That's what my intuition's telling me, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't try to flip it on me saying, oh, I just came here for the first time. I saw you doing a search for positive and uplifting content or life coaching content, and I just happened to come across you. Oh, yeah, right. Right. I'm that popular where I'm searchable on YouTube, and people just find me out of the blue. Oh, man. I just got to keep it real. Just got to keep it real. So tonight, I'm going to be discussing, has YouTube become a childish playground for adults? Question mark. One more time, has YouTube become a childish playground for adults? Before we get to it, let me make sure my audio sounds okay. But we'll let you stay until you say something preposterous, which is probably coming soon. Okay, cool. Cool. It's rolling smoothly here. It is rolling smoothly. Let me start off by saying this. First of all, this live stream is happening on Wednesday, December 21st, 2022, less than 4 days away from Christmas. And I definitely have the Christmas spirit, and hopefully you folks do as well. But I know there are a lot of people that are really hurting during this time of the year because they don't have a lot of family, or they have no family, or they're alone, or they're going through something traumatic. Maybe they went through a breakup or a divorce or whatever that, you're dealing with, whatever it is you're dealing with. I understand there are going to be people that are just not going to be feeling the holiday spirit. But here's the thing. That doesn't give you the right to project your insecurities or to project your unhappiness onto other people. And as grown adults, I can understand as kids, if we're projecting because we haven't matured yet and we haven't learned how to get a better grip on our emotional self-control. But when you have grown adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, even in their 60s, that are projecting their insecurities all over the internet and just attacking people because of problems that stem deep within them, that's pretty sad to me. And I'm not here to, I'm never here to criticize these people or harm these people. I'm here to just raise the awareness and say, hey, you can turn that around. if you choose to turn that around. If you take a good hard look at yourselves in the mirror and just say, look, I'm not happy with what I see in the mirror. I'm not happy with the situation I'm in. And, I've been, lashing out at other people for no reason that I perceive to be in a better place than I am, or in the place that I wish I could be in. That's what it all boils down to. Clearly, that's what it all boils down to, right? Okay. But I do feel bad for these people. And I've grown to learn one thing out here on YouTube, because I'm a down-to-earth, good, decent, down-to-earth person, okay? Now, these people that are projecting would say the opposite. People that are in a bad emotional state and mental state are never, ever going to agree with any good thing that a good person like me says or does. They're going to try to kick us down because, they're trying to use that as a coping mechanism to try to make themselves feel better by trying to kick us down to their level. That's exactly what it is. That's the truth of the matter. That's what it is. That's just a scientific and biological fact, right? We all know that, right? Hi, this is Dave. Merry Christmas to you and yours, Eli, new sub here. Well, how'd you find out about the channel? Because, a lot of times, and I'm not trying to be rude, there's a 1 minute delay, by the way, between what I say here and what goes out, Dave. How'd you find out about the channel? Because, there are a lot of people that have been playing games with me out here on YouTube, especially one group in particular. And, I'll mention some things that they've been, trying to do lately just to get a reaction from me and to make me look really bad and to make me look like a scammer and a spammer and stuff like that, right? It's just part of their game to, try to create content off of anything cringy, right? And with me, because I'm very good. Hi, Coach. I'm here for you and to chat here, not the haters chat. Well, that's just interesting that a lot of you are coming in here and saying that. I mean, if you folks are legitimately here and you're hiding behind sock accounts because you don't want people that have been coming at me to come at you, then that's fine. The ghost of Whoosh Whoosh is in the house. Welcome, Whoosh Whoosh. Thank you so much for being here. I'll further explain more about what I was talking about earlier, Whoosh Whoosh. So stick around if you can. And my apologies, Whoosh, if it was difficult to understand, but I will definitely clear it all up. And I'll just, also mention how comical this whole thing has been. Like, it's been more comical than frustrating. It's not even frustrating anymore. It's become like comedy gold to me, how hard people are trying to get a reaction from me and just spin different narratives and doing things to try to make me look bad, right? When the truth of the matter is I've done absolutely nothing wrong. And I know I've done nothing wrong. My lady knows I've done nothing wrong. Other people that are Coach Eli supporters and fans know I'm doing nothing wrong. But we're just going to clear it out here because when you've got a group of people that don't like you, that conglomerate together and they create videos on you, and these videos are very hateful and derogatory, it's almost like you have to respond to it even if you don't want to. Because if you don't respond to it, you're basically like hiding, and saying to people that may like you that what they're saying is right. So, I've really grown to learn that, from this point on, and I mentioned this several weeks ago, I'm going to defend myself against things that are happening, but I'm going to do it in the most respectful, professional, and mature ways possible. We have 16 people here, 6 likes. Please smash the thumbs up and share this out if you're here. Would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Right? But yeah, I really feel that YouTube has become a childish playground for adults. And like I've said before, I'll say it again. It seems like, I'm sorry, for some reason, Nightbot timed you out. Whoosh, whoosh. It's okay. I'll read it. You said, hello. And then you said, I'm a bit out of the loop. I stopped watching you for a little while. I don't even know who your haters are. LOL. It's the same people, bro. It's the same people, bro. And I mean, they don't need to be mentioned. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know. There are a lot of crossover block words. Whoosh, don't worry about it. It's only a 5 to 15 second timeout, and I'll read your messages. And Dave, you got timed out. Folks, if you get timed out, I'll read your deleted messages, and you'll be back in 5 to 15 seconds. My apologies. There's also a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out. So yeah, Whoosh, I'll share more as the show goes on, and then you'll end up figuring it out, bro. Hi, this is Dave says, just came across it, and I'm not going to lie. Some other vlogger, RJ, has got you living in his head rent-free. Personally, I don't see nothing wrong with you and your content. Do you, my man? Well, I'm glad you brought that up. And you know, there are people. I'm not saying that you're fake, Dave. I mean, you seem legitimate, and pardon me for even questioning it, because you never know who's real and who's not on YouTube. You can easily be anonymous out here. I have a lot of block words on Nightbot that carry over with genuine words to prevent spamming and trolling. But if you get timed out, don't worry. You'll be back in 15 seconds, and I'll read your messages. So please don't worry about that. I have to have this security on here to protect the channel from, trolls and hate and stuff like that. So that's that. Hopefully you folks understand. Yeah, like I've said in the recent past, and maybe this is your first time here, I do consider RJ to be a good friend. I just can never work with him again because over the last 4 years, he's flip-flopped back and forth between the people that create hate content on me and my group. And so now he's back with them, and he's basically, just doing whatever they tell him to do. He creates hate content on me. He calls me the derogatory CUCKOLD word. And he doesn't actually mean it. He's just doing it because he's thinking that he can leverage this hate group's audience, right? And the truth of the matter is they really don't care about him. They really don't care about him. They just care about the fact that he's going to create hateful content on me, and it's going to keep their, hateful and cringy content going, right? That's all it is. So, I did offer RJ the opportunity to go on his panel, just him and I one-on-one, and talk about it, but he didn't even respond. And the reason why he didn't respond is because I also said, look, RJ, if I come and talk with you one-on-one, it's not going to be anyone else coming on the panel that's going to try to white knight for you or try to trigger me, because that's all the game is, right? So, I offered to talk with RJ one-on-one. We're never going to work together again, and he's never welcome back in my group because he's had 30 other chances. But I wanted to just talk with him and say, hey, dude, I mean, do you really think I'm a CUCKOLD? Do you really think that everything you're saying about me is true? Who's getting you to say these things about me? And, RJ, you're supposedly a God-loving man, right? This guy's a God-loving man. He's a former preacher, right? And years ago, this hate group of people created a character for RJ called the Demon Preacher. And RJ said he would never, ever, ever succumb to the Demon Preacher again. But now RJ's doing the Demon Preacher again. I guess you're easily swayed, RJ. Now, in all fairness to RJ, he is a blind YouTuber with autism, with Asperger's, a form of autism. So, I can kind of understand somewhat why he flip-flops, but it's still no excuse to me because he's very high-functioning. And I just think RJ is just trying to do what a lot of YouTubers do that fail at YouTube, is just try to leverage all sides of the coin. And what he's not realizing is that if you toggle your audiences back and forth from hate content to real content, like, it's just not going to pan out for you. You got to choose a side and stick to that side and be consistent, and that's how you're going to grow. So there's the response for RJ Sandifer, okay? So I hope that makes sense, Dave. And again, like I said, folks, there is a 1 minute delay between what I say here and what goes out. And again, if you do get timed out by Nightbot, the first offense will be 5 seconds, and each additional will be 15 seconds. You'll be back, and I will read your deleted messages. So don't worry about that. Okay. So that's that. But yeah, some other things have been going on. And I will mention it again here. Because, these people continue to talk about me. They continue to make content on me. And, they tell me to stop talking about them, but they keep making content on me, right? Now, I'm not using your content, and all I'm doing is responding to what you're doing, right? And using it for example purposes to share with the world here through my forum how pathetic this is and how pathetic a large group of adults, behave out here on YouTube in such a childish and immature way. It's just pathetic. It's ridiculous. It's asinine. It's just beyond comical. It's just beyond comprehensible, right? It's beyond what I can even comprehend or anyone can comprehend. That's normal, right? But, over the last couple of weeks, I kind of mentioned this earlier on my walking stream, over the last couple of weeks, and this is like the most childish thing that I've seen, right? Because, there's this one hate group that likes to do things to me to get reactions from me. And they do it in a very sneaky way to the point of where it's not them doing it, but it's other people affiliated or associated with them, right? And then they get involved, right? Okay. It's obvious when they get involved that they were involved from the very beginning, and they're going to deny it. And I could care less they deny it or not. I'm not looking to do anything about it. I'm just stating the stupidity of how far these people will go to try to make me look really bad. Right. Okay. So there's been this one guy that's donated a total of $600 to me here via super chat and super sticker over the last couple of weeks. He started doing this, about 2 weeks ago from an account called Clive something. I can't remember the last name. It was a Clive account. He donated $200, right? And then for several days after that, for like a week after that, he was donating $50 per stream. He donated another $400 over 8 additional streams. So he donated 9 times total, right? He didn't put anything in the super chat. He never wrote a message. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Welcome to the show. How's it going, bro? Good to see you here. Just to remind you, Oscar and everyone else, there's a 1-minute delay between what I say here and what goes out, just for safety purposes in case you need to dump the delay. But thank you for being here, Oscar. I hope your holiday season is going well. Yeah, I'm doing well, bro. Doing well, bro, and thank you so much for asking. Mike says, hey, Mike, you were here earlier. Thank you. You're back. That kind of behavior reminds me of some 6th grade playground stuff. LOL. Right. But, and look, I'm going to present this to you folks so clearly here. So clearly. Yes, the other side's still going to try to amp it up because they invested $600 into this gig, right? They invested $600 into this, whatever it was, right? So this dude donates a total of $600 over between 9 super chats and super stickers. The first one was by some account named Clive, and the other 8 were by an account that goes by Mr. Tumnus, right? And then, on my birthday, there were a lot of people that were rebroadcasting me, and they were using my content and making a lot of donations off my content. And I really didn't get any donations that day. And typically people will get donations on their birthday. And I was a little frustrated, and I apologize for being frustrated, but I was a little frustrated, and I shared my frustrations. Because honestly, what was happening with all the rebroadcasts that were rebroadcasting my birthday streams, between my birthday walk and then my evening birthday stream, and them making more money using my content, I mean, anyone in their right mind would be frustrated and upset at that, right? And so I made it very apparent, right? And then this Mr. Tumnus guy starts to comment on the replays of my streams and starts to really talk mad shit about me, right? And he starts to talk mad shit about me in a similar way that this one hate group has been talking about me all along, right? And right then and there, it basically, I don't have any proof. I could be wrong, but I think with 90% accuracy, this guy has been involved with that group, or has been supporting that group, for a while under different accounts, right? And so, he started calling me out, saying that, you're complaining about donations and I donated all this money to you. Well, sir, I appreciate your donations, right? But I'm a business, I'm here to make as many donations as possible. I'm here to, sell my coaching services. I'm here to run my business. And just because you donated $600 to me doesn't mean that other people can't donate. $600 is a decent amount of money, but here in the San Francisco Bay Area, come on, dude, that won't even pay half your rent or a quarter of your rent. Come on, dude. Well, how much did my enemies get doing that? I'd say probably between the three. I think there were like 3 or 4 simulcasts. Between my morning walk and afternoon, they probably all combined probably made at least anywhere, I guess, from $600 to $800 at least, but possibly more. So, I mean, whoosh, whoosh. Honestly, do you think that is fair? And YouTube just lets it happen, right? And you can file a copyright, but what happens if you file a copyright? These creators file a counter notification saying it's fair use, even if they use 2 hours of your live stream, like almost 100% of your live stream, they say it's fair use. You get a counter notification, and then you have 10 business days to sue them, or their video gets reinstated and the copyright strike comes off. So what's the point, right? The copyright system is flawed, right? And these people, because they have no other content and because they are very immature and insecure adults that, are childish, right? Playing in the childish playground here on YouTube. They play the system because they know they can get away with it, right? Right? They feel entitled to your content is what it is. They feel like they're entitled to your content. And even if you try to take the proper action to protect your content, they know the workaround. And they also know that most small creators don't have the money to sue them in a federal copyright court, which would cost tens of thousands of dollars at least. I mean, what's going to stop them from doing it, right? There has to be a better system for it, right? But that wasn't even the problem. You know what? I let that go. Not a big deal, right? But going back to this Mr. Tumnus guy, he starts talking about a bunch of mad smack about me. $600 to $800 for showing your own content? That's wild. How much did you get? I got like $3.80 something cents that day. And what happened was this Tumnus guy was donating to me for weeks before. And so when I got no donations on my birthday, and yes, I was upset about it, and I showed it, and I apologized, but that's how I felt. I was being real about it, right? It was frustrating that other people, using my content, were making hundreds of dollars, and I made nothing, right? And there's nothing I could do about it to protect my content because the YouTube copyright system is flawed, or the copyright, system in the U.S. is flawed in general, right? This is Dave says, I lived in the Bay Area for 4 years, San Leandro, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's cool, bro. Yeah, San Leandro's not too far from Redwood City where I'm at. Yeah, no, it's right across the San Mateo Bridge near the Hayward area, right? Yeah, you're probably, San Leandro is about 30 minutes from where I'm at, right across San Mateo Bridge, Highway 92 and Highway 880, right? Yeah. Yeah. Did you move out of the state, bro? Yeah, it's probably much cheaper where you live, man. Probably much cheaper where you live. Mike says, how did they make $600 to $800? I don't totally understand the monetization. Well, there's a big group of Coach Eli haters out here that these creators have conglomerated over the years. I've had a lot of people come and attack my channels, and I banned them. And these people would watch my every move. They still do to this day. And then what they do is they reach out to these. They call it poaching. I'll just say they reach out to these people that got banned here, and they said, "Hey, we rebroadcast Eli's content here. Since he banned you here, you can come to our channel and speak freely." So in essence, they're giving these people I banned that were hateful a place to talk shit about me while they use my content. And then these people pay them donations to rebroadcast my content for them to chat and talk shit about me. Right? Yeah. I'm going to ban you, Jim, because I'm not here to be attacked. Listen, Jim, you need to follow my rules or I will ban you. No hate, no attack, no trolling. No attacking, no trolling. It doesn't matter, Jim. It doesn't matter. I have the right to stand up and defend myself. Okay? And they're going to do it. These people are going to do it whether I say anything or not. So, just think about before you speak, dude. Think about what you say before you speak, all right? That Nightbot should be tamed down, bro, LOL. Well, I keep reducing words from it daily. I'll check it out again and see how it goes, bro. I'm sorry about that. You'll be back in 15 seconds when you get timed out, and I'll read your deleted messages, and your deleted messages will show up on the replay on the screen. That's why I screen record this over here. So it's all good, man. It's all good. Wow, that sounds sort of obsessive. No, they are obsessed because basically they're just leveraging the audiences they have. And, one of their main audiences they've had that they can fall back on for years are the Coach Eli haters. So they're just giving the Coach Eli haters what they want and just sitting back and collecting the money and then, calling it a day and clocking out. I'm currently residing in Anchorage, Alaska, moved here from San Diego, California, and I miss SoCal every damn day, especially now since it's winter here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it must be ice cold over there, huh? You have sub-zero weather out there in Anchorage, huh? In Alaska, huh? Lots of glaciers there and all that, huh? It's beautiful, though, man. The air is clear, or the air is crisp there, huh? Alaska's beautiful, right? Great place to fish, too, huh? Did you move there for work or family, or you just wanted to change a pace? Or even in San Diego, it's not cheap. Most of California is not cheap to live in. There are some cheaper parts, but every part of California, it's going way up, way up. Yeah. So Mr. Tumnus started talking mad smack about me. I was trying to communicate with him politely through the comments section of one of my videos where he was commenting at. And it got to the point of where he started to attack me. And then I realized, okay, Mr. Tumnus is a plant from the Legion group. It is. It is. And again, I don't have 100% proof, but he's involved with them in some way, shape, or form because now Mr. Tumnus is creating videos saying that he wants a refund from, all the super chats he sent. And there's no way to refund super chats, right? And I don't get that money until the next month, third week next month. That money that is made in December, we won't get it until the third week of January, right? So, and there's no way for me to go to Google or YouTube and say, refund Tumnus's money, right? There's nothing you can do about it, right? The only thing you can possibly do is dispute the charge and try to get a charge back. But he would have to do that on 9 different purchases. And what's his credit card company going to do at that point? They're going to be like, hey, man, why'd you make all these purchases individually, right? And, look at YouTube's super chat rules. There are no refunds, clearly stated, right? And I, even on my website, I have no refunds on donations either, right? I'm in Colorado, says Oscar. I want to move to Phoenix, Arizona. I hate the cold weather. Oh, well, Colorado's beautiful, bro. You get a lot of great snow there, but it does get cold. Yeah, you're in the Rockies, huh? You're in the Rockies, huh? It's beautiful, huh? Yeah, I mean, and Arizona actually is not a bad place to live, and it's much more affordable to live than in California. But hey, a lot of people are moving to Arizona, especially from California. So if you're gonna do it soon because the prices are gonna start going up there too, bro. They're gonna start going up there too. I mean, they're still reasonable, but they used to be even cheaper than they are now. Yeah. Dave says, I moved here for work, medical field, change of pace, center myself, and it's a state that I've always wanted to check out. Yeah, dude, it's beautiful. I mean, I've seen a lot of shows on TV in high def that took place in Alaska. I can't remember their names now, but what was that one show? That Alaska show. What was that one show? I can't remember the name. There have been a lot of great shows that took place in Alaska, and just seeing Alaska in high definition on the TV is just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. So good for you, Dave. Good for you, man. Hey, you know what? You work out there for, 3 to 5 years, build up a nest egg, and come on back, man. Come on back. Yeah, so, and I was mentioning earlier on I live in Colorado. I love Colorado and Denver, says Oscar. That's cool, man. Yeah. I used to watch a TV show called Homicide Hunter with Lieutenant Joe Kenda. And, he was out there in Colorado Springs. I don't know if that's anywhere near where you're at. And it was just a really, really awesome show to watch. And the scenery was just absolutely beautiful. And the stories were great. So California is too expensive. Oh, well, no shit, man. I mean, you can say that again, brother. You can say that again. What are my thoughts on hate bonding? That's a question that other side asks, bro. So obviously you've been over there. Honestly, I don't really even like that word. Do I feel that people are going to donate to other people that they wouldn't necessarily donate, but they do it just because they hate a mutual content creator that's come at them and the person they're donating to? I don't think people should donate based on that pretense. I think it's not real. Obviously money is money, and I've grown to learn this, that if people want to donate for whatever reason, money's money, right? Me personally, I don't like the games, and I feel a lot better, and I feel like I've more so earned donations when people do it legitimately and genuinely because they like who I am. They like, the content I create and how I help people. But, it is what it is. Yeah, sorry, Mike, you're getting timed out. Nightbot, don't come at me, bro. Let's see here. Dave says, I plan on relocating to the Philippines next year. My parents have been living their retired life there, and they're getting old. I need to be there and take care of them. Well, good for you, bro. That's really nice to hear. Yeah, and you can actually go find a really nice Filipina and make RJ Sandefur jealous, man. You were the one that mentioned RJ Sandefur earlier, right? I think you were. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about Nightbot, guys. Just deal with it. I'll fix it the next time. You'll be back in 15 seconds. I lowered, it's not 300 seconds, it's only 15 seconds, so it's not that long of a wait. Oscar says, Arizona in the summer is intense, but I love the hot weather. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. So basically, Mr. Tumnus has been, it was interesting because he was donating to some people at the same time as he was donating to me. Some people that are enemies of mine, or let's call them supposed enemies, because I don't even really think these people want to be enemies. They're just, this is the type of content they create. They're like bad actors on YouTube is what they are. They're just characters on YouTube, right? But he was donating to them at the same time as he was donating to me. And I just said, okay, whatever, So this seems kind of weird that someone would donate to both sides. Maybe they're thoroughly entertained, or maybe this is some game they're going to try to play. And it was my second thought. It was some game they wanted to play. So, so now all these videos come out. Mr. Tumnus starts to create videos with a modulated voice, not showing his face. See, Mr. Tumnus, here's the thing. Honestly, sir, I don't have any problems with you. You're just making a spectacle out of this because you're entertained by all this, and you're helping that other side, try to make cringy drama content on me. And I'm just calling out the truth, sir. Like, there's really no problem here. I really have no problems with you or anyone, but you guys want to make problems out of nothing just because you have no other content. That's the truth of the matter, right? Whoosh Whoosh says, money is money. Wouldn't care if somebody was making fun of me. Make fun and give me $600 all day long. You're right. Whoosh Whoosh, I'm going to give you a big round of applause for that. Whoosh Whoosh. No, I agree, and I've learned to accept that. I've learned to understand that and accept that. Absolutely. But yeah, so now Mr. Tumnus starts making, whoever Mr. Tumnus is, the voice modulated voice, not showing his face, not using his real name, right? And he starts making these videos, saying, I donated all this money to Eli, blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't appreciative of it. And, he was complaining on his birthday about not getting donations. And you know what? That didn't hit me the right way. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, bro. If you were in my shoes, you'd feel the same way. Dude, what you're saying doesn't make any sense, dude. And when people donate money, they give to give. They give with no expectation and with no stipulations, right? Right? If you're going to donate money to somebody, you give with no stipulations, or just don't give at all, right? But see, this goes to prove this was all one big act, right? It was all one big act to try to get me to look like I'm a phony or a scammer or spammer or whatever they want to call it, right? Right? That's what they've been attempting to do, right? And I was saying earlier, I said, look, okay, I don't have that money. He donated $600. Super chats and super stickers, on super chats and super stickers, which is what I'm trying to say, the creator gets 70% and Google/YouTube get 30%. So out of that $600, $180 goes to YouTube. So I get $420 out of that. Right? All right? So here's the thing. Even if I was going to, the only way, if I was going to refund Tumnus, which I have a no refund policy, and so does YouTube and Google, right? It's clearly on my website, okay? And it's clearly on YouTube's website, right? Right? So there's no legal leg to stand on, none, zero zip, right? But if I was going to refund him, I would have to refund him out of my own pocket through PayPal or Cash App, right? So let's say, that, I was going to refund him even the full $600 and take the $180 hit, right? If I were to give him $600 from my PayPal account right now, right? And then let's say that $600 goes through on, the next month. Let's say he doesn't file a chargeback and that $600 goes through, right? I'm only going to get $420 out of that because, again, YouTube and Google get 30% and I get 70%. So I will lose $180 right there. But wait, what happens if I give him $600 right now from my PayPal account and then he files all these chargebacks, he disputes 9 charges, and let's say for some reason it goes through and he gets that money back, right? So he'll get my 600. He'll get the other 600. He'll have 1,200. YouTube will pull that 600 from me or whatever it is, the 420, right? And I'm out $600 out of the PayPal money I gave him before I even had the Google YouTube money in my hand. That's the truth of the matter, right? Right? So I want to clear it up for people that don't understand that what I just said there. That's what would happen, right? And then on top of that, you've now got all these people that have been coming at me for years on their community tabs and on their show saying hashtag refund Tumnus, hashtag refund Tumnus, hashtag refund Tumnus. And you're telling me that they're not involved in this? You're telling me that this was not a setup? Come on. Get real here, okay? Get real, right? I did nothing wrong here. I didn't mistreat this person. This was all a game, right? Right? And all I'm going to say is this, right? Because I'm going to respond publicly because these people, they keep creating videos that other people are seeing. They tag me in, so people are going to see it. So I have to respond to share the truth, right? Okay? Tumnus, if you want to dispute 9 charges, go ahead. If you want to dispute 9 charges and if you think you can win and you win, God bless you, take it, right? There's no other way to refund you the money. And I'm not going to refund you through PayPal, even if I get that money, because you could dispute it anytime. I'm not going to refund that money when you guys are going to play me for $600. I'm not going to do that, right? I did nothing wrong. End of story, right? End of story. Now this Tumnus guy is creating hateful videos towards me, right? He's going back and finding videos I used to create, over a decade ago when I used to sell insurance and I used to run business networking events. He's going back and using my old content and trying to make it appear like, oh, this guy was failing at helping people back then. Like, dude, you had no idea what I did back then, dude. And here's the thing. You're just regurgitating the same stuff that other people have been doing for years. And sir, I don't care if you want to go to all of my YouTube channels in the past. My first channel that was started in like 2008 or 9, my Elias Melas channel, where I have a lot of that content there. I also have the Genuine Networking Association YouTube channel. If you want to go there and re-upload all those videos and you want to sit there and waste your time and call me a fake and a phony, go ahead and do it, bro. It's not like people haven't done it for years. Dude, you guys are playing the same song over and over and over again. And I don't care. Play the same song. Go for it, dude. Like, this is how ridiculous these people are. This is how ridiculous they are, right? And all I want to do is come out here and say, hey, look, YouTube's become a childish playground for adults, right? And for some people like me that don't fall for shit easily, they got to go through great lengths to try to make it appear like I'm doing something wrong when I did nothing wrong. Right? If Tumnus wants to dispute the charges and win, God bless you, dude. It's your right to do so. Okay? Go ahead and do it. Dispute the charges. Take the money. If you can get it, I don't think you're going to win, but if you can, that's great. No problem, right? No problem. But take the money and move on, dude. Take the money and move on. Now, if you want to keep on shit-talking me, and making videos on me because you have no other content or you just want to, help that other side out. Or maybe, sir, you might have money, but maybe you're just not happy about something within yourself. I don't know, sir. I don't know. But do what you got to do. But if you guys are going to try to belittle me and make me look bad publicly, I'm going to speak of the truth. I'm going to speak of the truth. That's it, right? That's how that is. How to say this the right way? I mean, this is going through such great lengths to try to get a reaction from me, to try to make me look like, I'm scamming them out. How am I scamming you out of money? You donated money to my show through Super Chat because you were supporting me. You just decided to donate. You came to my live stream. For whatever reason, you donated. That was your choice. No one forced you to do it. So how is that a scam? How is it a scam? You tell me. right? You tell me. I'll share one more thing here real quick. Scotty, I'm going to talk about you again because you just don't stop, because you've got no content either, man. You've got zero content, and you lost your main channel again. Your main channel keeps going back and forth from being taken down to coming back to life because you keep getting hit with copyright strikes, right? Right? You keep on using other people's content in large portions without their permissions, right? Without their permission, which is what I'm trying to say, right? Okay. And see, I don't pay too close attention to all this, but people send me things, right? And earlier today, you were going through and using JB Gunner's content that he was using on me to try to bypass my copyright. Scotty, I could still file a copyright on that because my content was a part of that, right? I'm not going to, Scotty. I'm done. I retracted your copyrights. I made my point, and you proved that you're very immature and you're never going to change. You proved that, someone can give you, an inch and you want to take a yard, right? That's what you proved, right? So this is the thing. You've got Scotty coming at me now. You've got the liking guy coming at me. You've got his business partner, Miss Drama. They're all rebroadcasting me. And every now and then you get some other people, right? You got all these people that are fascinated by what I'm saying here on a daily basis. I'm just some dude trying to help people, right? And for some reason, all these people want a piece of me daily, right? And I'm not even complaining at this point that you're rebroadcasting me. What I'm saying is that, wow, you folks are really on my jock 24/7. Information Man Show, how you doing, bro? Happy holidays to you and yours. There's a 1-minute delay, just so you know, so it'll take a little bit of time before what I say gets out to you. But welcome, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. That's all I'm saying. It's like at this point. Yeah, so somebody just tried to call me a thief in here. Pink Fraggle. Give Mr. Tumnus his money back, you thief. You're a scammering scumbag. How am I? Let me ask you a question. How am I scamming anyone? He donated money on his own free will in a super chat because of the content I was creating. He didn't buy any of my services. He donated money, which is non-refundable according to YouTube's terms of service. Want me to put it on the screen and show you folks? I don't have to. You can go research it yourself. Look at how incredibly irate these people are over something that is just stupid. Do these people have a pea brain to understand? How is that scamming someone out of money? He donated money to me on a live stream. It's a donation on his own free will for supporting the live stream. For whatever reason, he chose to support it. So you know what? I mean, seriously, you folks are really, really sick in the head. You're really, really sick in the head people, right? You're very, very jealous and very mentally and emotionally unstable and disturbed people. The people that continue to do this type of content and well, let's just say the people that behave this way, let's put it that way. Let's put it in general. The people that behave this way, have some deeply scarred and deeply rooted issues. They've got some serious issues, right? They're behaving like little kids, having a temper tantrum when their toy is taken away, right? That's why I titled this stream, Has YouTube Become a Childish Playground for Adults, right? Right? And again, I'm not even mad. Here's the thing. I'm not even mad that all these people are simulcasting me every day or even doing this. Like, I'm just doing my show. I don't use any of their content. I really don't even talk about them. I've been talking about them lately because the things they're doing are stupid, and they're putting it out there publicly, right? And people are seeing it, and if I don't respond to it and debunk it, then I'm going to lose credibility with my people. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lose credibility with the people that I've worked hard to rebuild after all these years of being destroyed by these same people, right? I'm not just gonna sit there and just take this. I'm not. Who would? Come on. So that is that. I'm just really, I'm going to wrap up by saying this. We are at 50 minutes and I've got to wrap this up. Okay. I just turned 49 years old. I'm a grown ass man. I live a good life with my lady. I have a good family. Okay. And, I'm a reasonable and down to earth person, and I like my peace and my quiet. Yeah, I like to have fun at times. What I don't like is drama. I don't like drama. I don't like fake instigated drama. I don't like being around adults that behave like 2-year-olds. Okay, right? And that's what you're getting out here on YouTube. You've got a lot of the ghost of Whoosh Whoosh says, "I would be mad if I were in your shoes." Well, tell me before we go off the air, Whoosh Whoosh. Tell me why would you be mad if you were in my shoes? Let me know. I'll keep it live here until I hear back from you, okay? There's no reason to be mad. You know why, Whoosh Whoosh? Because, hold on a second. I just banned someone, and you could Google my name and see some fake reports people put out there in the past that were mentally and emotionally unstable. So, do what you got to do. Yeah, somebody put a fake ripoff report on me, which is what you saw, to the person that just put that out there and got banned. Okay? And the woman that put that out there, I'm friends with her husband. And he's been trying to get her to take it down for years, and she won't take it down. And I never did anything wrong to her. She was just jealous because I decided to not use one of her ideas for one of the networking groups that we used to run. I was the founder and president of the organization. So, when you have mentally and emotionally unstable people and they can't understand why you do certain things, they always assume when you don't do things for them that you're attacking them, then they will do this to try to get back at you and make you look bad. And here's the thing. You can't believe everything that you read on the internet, right? So, look, dude, if you want to come at me and say, I have Googled your name and fraud is peppered throughout my search. No, it's not, dude. Number one, there's a fake ripoff report out there. And number two, there are a bunch of trolls out here that made up fake websites. Come on, dude. You think all that stuff is professionally put out there, dude? You want to run my background check and see what I'm all about? Elias Dimitri Melas. Ridiculous, man. I would be mad that people were making money hating me. Well, here's the thing, dude. YouTube's a shared platform. YouTube's a shared platform. And there's nothing I can do about it. The copyright system is flawed. Until the copyright system is changed or YouTube just automatically blocks people from rebroadcasting you, there's nothing you can do about it. What am I going to do about it, bro? I can't even file copyright takedown notices because they're going to file a counter notification. And they're going to win every time because small creators don't have the money to take these people to copyright court over one piece of content, right? Or multiple pieces of content. Baba Booey says, you actually have stuff to talk about with your coaching while others have nothing at all except to ride your coattails and talk bad about you. Well, thank you. Baba Booey, I appreciate that. And I'm glad you say that. Obviously, you're not trolling. I apologize if I said that earlier. I think you understand. I have to be very careful. People play games, and I'm glad that you're being sincere about that. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, these people ride my coattails because I'm an interesting person. I say that respectfully. I say that humbly. I mean, I'm an interesting person, and that's interesting content to them and to their creators. I think they more so like me than hate me. Who approved that message? And that was not the real Mrs. Dramasphere. That was somebody pretending to be her. So there's no need to explain that, okay? And I don't care. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Keep fighting the good fight, Eli, says Dave. Who in the world approved that message? You're a stinking thief, Elias Melas, you scrawny little wannabe coach. So how am I a thief? Baba Booey says it's all good and I completely understand. I'm a scrawny little wannabe coach. Okay, that's great. Thank you for your opinion. What's that supposed to do? Make me mad? Is that supposed to get me angry and triggered? Seriously. That's a clear projection of how you see yourself. See, when people write things like that, it's a direct reflection of how they see themselves, right? But yeah, that's the sad thing, folks. The sad thing to me is that, nowadays you've got half of YouTube being a bunch of, adults that come out here and play in the playground in the most childish ways because they're unhappy about their lives in some way, shape, or form, right? And here's the thing. I've grown to learn to just let it go. I know these people are going to rebroadcast me probably forever for the next 10, 20 years, however long we're both out here. They're going to rebroadcast all my shows. They're going to watch me all day, every day. I mean, if you want to, do that all day, every day, I mean, there are going to be times where my lady and I are going to go on vacation for a few weeks. What are you folks going to do when we're on vacation? Are you folks going to be like starving for content during that time? Seriously. I mean, what are you going to do during those times, right? But anyway, before we go off the air, I want to thank Holly's Huntings and Happenings earlier. She gave 3 super chats for a total of $20, and Welsh gave one for $10. I believe it was from London, which came out to 12 something. I can't remember the exact change. So a total of $32 today. Thank you for your donations, folks. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. And by the way, I didn't show you folks the entire background here. This is a puppy Christmas background. Take a look at that right there. I can even turn off the chat for a second. And you can see the cute little puppies there. I know my lady will love that. Isn't that a cute background there? Yeah. All right. All right, folks. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing an early walk. And then my lady and I are going to be working the side hustle. And who knows, if we have some energy, maybe her and I will do a show tomorrow night. It is going to be Thursday, so maybe we'll do a special show tomorrow night, babe, if you're around. I think my lady's listening in the background, but she's just not chatting tonight. So just keep it locked here to Coach Eli 2. Authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. Lots more content is coming. Folks, look, I really want people to just come here and have a place where they can talk about, whatever topic they want to talk about. We can talk about things freely. We don't have to agree on everything. As a matter of fact, agreeing on everything doesn't make, good content or a good dialogue. So we can disagree, but just disagree respectfully, right? Let's have some great dialogue. Let's continue to learn from each other. I'll continue to share my knowledge personally and professionally. And you folks bring in your knowledge, and let's have a great discussion. By the way, and this is going to probably stir up the pot with the other side. Oh, Eli's going to get back in bed with JT. No, well, JT offered me to do a show with him, and I'm probably going to do another show with JT. And they're probably going to rebroadcast that. That's fine, right? And JT and I, we get along. He's a good dude. I've never had any issues with him. And that show is just going to be about two guys shooting the shit, talking about guy stuff, talking about life, talking about just, things in general, right? But because I'm going to be on that show there, it's all Eli all the time through these people. All Eli all the time. With that being said, folks, have a good one. Take care. We're wrapping this up at 1 hour and 1 minute exactly. And as always, be good to each other.